I just sent it to him.
It's a pretty short agenda, so if we don't speak slowly, he may miss the meeting altogether. So I'll call this meeting of the Land Use Committee to order. Obviously, I'm not Chairman Went. He let me know that he wasn't going to be able to make it. So looks like the first item is call to order, which we did. Consideration of December 15, 2020 and January 14, 2021 minutes. Would anyone like to make a motion to do that? Member Johnston, second. Member Klein. Any questions or discussion? Seeing none, we'll have a roll call vote.
Member Johnston.
Yes.
Member Klein.
Yes.
Member Webb.
Yes.
Chairman Soldner.
Yes. Next item is recommendation concerning bills and transfers. We have no transfers, but we do have a bills totaling $151.19. We do have a letter from the auditor confirming that they are complying with our regulations. So I would entertain a motion to pay those bills. Member Klein, second. Member Johnston, very good. Any comments or questions on those? If not, then we will have a roll call vote to pay the bills.
It looks as though Mr. Friedrich may be trying to join.
See that.
Member Johnston.
Yes.
I'm sorry,
Yes.
Bill, or, okay, I got her, yes. Member Klein.
Yes.
Member Webb.
Yes.
Chairman Soldner.
Yes. Okay. Next item is appearance by members of the public. Do we have any appearances?
We do not, Chairman.
All right, very good. Okay, first item for action is 5A, request approval by John and Wade Irwin for waiver of preliminary plan requirements and approval of a one-lot subdivision final plot for the Irwin subdivision in case S-21-01. Bill, would you like to lead us on this?
Yes. This is basically a set aside of a farmhouse from a farm tract onto a smaller 2.1 acre tract. It has been reviewed by the county health department and the county engineer. There's a plat that I've attached showing where the property lines are relative to the buildings on the property. And I've attached an aerial photo that shows where this property is located out on Old Peoria Road, west of Danvers, and then a blow up of the aerial photo showing the buildings on the property. Mr. Wade Irwin was conceivably going to be attending remotely, and I don't see that he's logged in, but if you have any questions that I can answer, we could probably contact him. But in any case, this is a one-lot subdivision, and we've got a sign off from the health and the highway department, and they have an entrance permit signed off by the Danvers Township Road Commissioner, and I can answer any questions if you have any.
Let's entertain a motion to pass this first in a second. Who would like to make that motion? Member Klein, second. Member Johnston, very good. Okay, I have a question, and then I'll open it up to others. So when you take this 2 point whatever it is out, do you know how much it leaves in that how much acres is left?
I think it's in the neighborhood of 8 or 10 acres on that property.
Okay, so if the time comes that whichever one, either John or Wade, would like to build a house on that remaining property, would he have the right to do that
He would not.
because of the acreage?
You can't divide a property in the agriculture district to put additional residences on it. They wanted to set this on a smaller acreage, I think, so that they could convey it to someone else.
Okay. All right. Okay, does anyone else have any questions? Member Johnston?
Thank you. So as my first time on this committee, Mr. Dick, if you could just walk us through a little bit about so they're looking to build another house on this particular, like the little lot that you have lined out in red?
No, they are not. What they're really doing is setting aside that house on a smaller acreage because they don't want it on the larger acreage anymore.
And that's so that they can sell it in the future?
So that they can sell that house with those two buildings on it apart from the remaining acreage.
Okay. All right. That answers my question. Thank you.
All right, any other questions? Well, I'm support the fact that the road commissioners has approved an entrance and the highway engineer has approved it in the health department. If we don't have any other questions, then we're ready for a roll call vote.
Member Friedrich,
Yes.
Member Johnston,
Yes.
Member Klein,
Yes.
Member Webb,
Yes.
Chairman Soldner.
Yes. That's the only action item we have. Item for information, 6A report on recent employment activities. I don't believe we have anyone in. Let me look at my. Yeah, there is no one in, it's in building and zoning. Are there any questions or comments? Okay. Next item, as far as information, is the next meeting date, 3:30 p.m., Thursday, April 1st. And then after that, the Land Use and Development Committee will meet as the McLean County Pollution Control Site Hearing Committee, 4:30 p.m., Tuesday, April 20th, for a public hearing on solid waste transfer station for Henson disposal. So in other words, we're going to meet 2 times next month. The first one will be our regular meeting, and then the second one will be as a pollution control committee. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. And if you would like to pick up a paper copy of that application, which is like a 3-ring binder, you may do that in our office at any time. Or you can also look at it. I sent a link to a digital copy of it if you want to do that. But we have these 3-ring binders waiting for your perusal if you'd like to pick them up.
Now, will this act as a public hearing also, or is it just for this committee?
This will be a public hearing, and under the county regulations, the land use committee sits as the county pollution control site hearing committee, and then that will be chaired by Chairman McIntyre.
Okay, and has there been press release or information out in the public that are aware of this yet?
The public notice hasn't been published yet, but it'll be published under state statute 3 times before this public meeting.
And before, I'm sorry, go ahead.
And after the public hearing, it will a recommendation then will need to be made to the county board, and the county board will make a final decision.
All right. And not to get into it too deeply, but solid waste transfer station is a place where they just come and, in other words, garbage trucks will unload there, and then they will load those into another truck and then haul it to a disposal site.
That's correct.
Okay, it's not an actual landfill, it's just a transfer.
That's correct.
Okay. All right. Anybody have any questions on that? Okay, does administration, Ms. Rodriguez, you have anything to add?
Sorry, I was on mute. I do not, Chairman. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Dick, anything else?
I have nothing to add. Thank you.
Okay. Well, Mr. Chairman Witt had a doctor's appointment that he couldn't miss, so that's why I'm standing in. Otherwise, I would wish him good health, which I guess I do anyhow. So with that, if we have any, unless we have anything else, we'll be, Member Frederick?
Yeah, I just want to apologize to the committee for showing up late. I kind of lost track of time, and then I did a really good job of deleting emails, and I got a few more extra deleted. And thank you, Julie, for sending that off to me. It happened another time. I think this is the second time, but I was even a little later this time, so apologies again.
Well, you can go back and watch on YouTube what you missed. It won't be very much. Okay, well, thank you all for attending.